And then Trap News Network. We back in the same, like, cracking the same, and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, you can't get nobody's College, big dog. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good subscribe button. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge you ain't finna get in nobody's College, big dog. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into all of that. You feel me? You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for everything we got going on. We ain't finna hold y'all long, man. They talking about the issues and the gang problems they had yesterday at No Jumper. Adam 22 finally speaks out. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Think you'd be down to come on, like maybe next Tuesday, to fill in for a certain
Oh, he gonna be out the country.
J-Cat?
I mean,
No,
okay. He gonna be out the country.
Wait,
And the J-Cat he's talking about is Lush. Just for those of y'all who don't know.
Lush not gonna be there on Tuesday?
We gave him 1 week.
Nope, I'm taking it
I
5.
feel like we have to capitalize off of, at least say, yo, come on Tuesday, you get the ratings up to like 10,000 and then leave for
You
it.
really think this is that big?
Yes,
fucked
Adam.
up.
You
That's
think that
fucked
the
up.
people are just dying to hear Lush's side
I
of the
got the
story?
video on it, Adam, and it's done 160,000 views in 9 hours.
Yeah, but
Hey,
you titled it the Crips ban No Jumper from LA, or I don't think that necessarily means that they're just dying to hear Lush's perspective on it.
That means that you and your bots figured out how to clickbait.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like everybody at home can
Yeah.
fill in the blanks. They probably assume what
Okay.
Lush is feeling
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, okay, so let's just get into that. Yesterday, let me just line this up for everybody out there. So yesterday was not a No Jumper day. Well, the news was going on, so it was a No Jumper day of sorts. But we really didn't have that many people around. It was just a chill little cast who was doing the news, whatever. And so meanwhile, Plug Talk was the theme of the day. We had 2 different girls we were supposed to shoot with. So we had a skeleton crew in the building, basically, you know, very few people here. And definitely a horn going off outside. Hopefully they got that under control. Either way, so at a certain point, when I come in, 20 minutes later, people start telling me, like, yo, there's 30, 40 people outside. I'm like, 30, 40. Everybody who knows No Jumper, when you are scheduled to have an interview, you get a sheet, a one sheet or an email or a text message, whatever it is, that tells you how you're supposed to pull up. And one of the main things is please don't pull up with more than 3 people. This is a small operation, and when people pull up with 10, 20 people, whatever, which obviously has happened in the past, people try to do
We are live. Yes, we are.
that, or, you know, there's even been times where we allowed it, but that becomes a real liability for us because we are not staffed to necessarily be able to handle having that many people in the building at the same time, right? And so I don't even go outside because I don't even want to, like, add fuel to this situation or whatever. And
Nah, Adam said I ain't finna go out there and deal with you ninjas. I ain't finna go out there and deal with you ninjas.
first, we're, like, super confused. Pretty quickly, we figure it out. Lush, without telling us, had basically told Travis Ford to come through with, quote unquote, the whole hood. I believe it was specified. Like, when we later saw the text messages, we realized, okay, Lush had basically extended this invite, not told anybody in the office, and he tried to come on the news. He tried to make it seem like a smaller thing than it was. He tried to notably blame it on Remo, which really stood out to me because he also basically tried to do that when we had the "you lied to me" Lush moment. He also kind of tried to blame that on Remo.
Damn, Lush, what you got against Remo? What you got against Remo? Is it the same thing this one has against working out? Golly.
A certain point. Either way, Remo didn't have anything to do with it. We saw all the text messages. So there's all these dudes outside. They're asked to leave multiple times. Lush is going in and out, and Lush is telling us one thing, and then when we're seeing the video footage of it, we're realizing that Lush is basically, like, feeding a different version of events to these dudes that he thinks is making it less likely that he would get his ass kicked by them, because it seemed like at a certain point that might have been something that they were kind of interested in.
Damn. And don't forget that this one has yet to forget. Never think that this one has yet to forget how Lush set him up for failure as he sits there all jolly like with a sweater that's 2 sizes too small. Goodness gracious.
Either way, to me, Lush moment. He also kind of tried to blame that on Remo at a certain point. Either way, Remo didn't have anything to do with it. We saw all the text messages. So there's all these dudes outside. They're asked to leave multiple times. Lush is going in and out, and Lush is telling us one thing, and then when we're seeing the video footage of it, we're realizing that Lush is basically, like, feeding a different version of events to these dudes that he thinks is making it less likely that he would get his ass kicked by them, because it seemed like at a certain point that might have been something that they were kind of interested in. Either way, as time goes by, Lush basically through, I mean, honestly, like Lush is calling in the favor from WACK. He's got WACK on the phone. WACK's telling him to leave, etc. It was just a total mess. And meanwhile, I'm just trying to get my pipe on the podcast. And at a certain point, they ended up leaving. But my rage towards Lush for putting us in this situation remained consistent, because this is just, like, let's be real. Anybody who saw him on the Tuesday show could probably tell that he is on a seek one, in the words of various Rasa members out there.
He's back on the Yisto. He's back on the Yisto. He's a Yisto head. He's a Yisto head. Can't keep that glass pen 15 out of his mouth, can he? Disgusting.
Not in a level-headed state of mind. My read on it is that his girl went out of town, and I think after the incident in which he puked on the ground in the building, that his girl had basically been on his ass to tell him, hey, I don't want you drinking as much or doing drugs or whatever it was. And I think Lush saw that she went out of town and decided to go back to his old ways. Now,
leave Lush alone, man. You love Lush so much that you're going to go get him some help? You're going to reach out to him on Instagram and go get him the help that he need? Wait. You've already reached out to him. You love Lush so much, Killer Compton with a K for whatever reason. You love Lush so much. Let's pull you up. Let's give you the attention you deserve. You love Lush so much that you have already reached out to that man on Instagram to give him the help that he deserves, right? That's why you're telling me that, because you've already taken the steps to get that man the help that he deserves? That's what you're telling me? Okay. I hope so. Because he's on Yisto. Your homie on Yisto. On Yistiana. On Yistiana. On Yistiana for sure.
I'm not sure
Yistington.
exactly what
He's not yisticated.
that consists of. Definitely there was a lot of alcohol going around because he was slamming buzz balls around me and stuff. But basically I feel like one way or another, Lush just is on a bad one, and it's very disappointing because it felt like he had kind of gotten his stuff together for a while to a certain extent. Now, I don't know that he was like completely sober or anything.
Look at Flakko laughing, bro. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Like that. But he was behaving in a more rational manner for the last few months or whatever. It seemed like he was in a better state of mind. But I feel like through his sort of J-Cat arc that he's going on right now, and who knows how long this is going to last or when this is going to be over, but he basically ended up promising a bunch of stuff. We all know that Lush's like main character flaw is that he's a glazer, that he has a really hard time saying anything bad to people. He has a hard time getting into an argument or a disagreement with somebody. If there's something that someone suggests, like even with this Travis Ford situation, I think that like a more rational person would have said like, oh, okay, let me hit the team up. Let me see if I can do the interview with you, etc. Instead, Lush just, yeah, pull up with everybody. Let's do it, whatever. And I ended up talking to Travis Ford. It's cool. We had a conversation about it. He understands what the situation was. He understands that he was misled, that I didn't have any particular anger towards him, and that Lush was the one who was feeding him bad information. But let the rest.
So Adam was like, basically, I just made it clear that, hey, it's not me. Don't come back up in this mother chucker tripping on me. Don't come back in this mother chucker tripping on me. Don't come putting belt to my A-double-double. Don't come around this mother chucker trying to make me feel or look no type of way, or don't put my life in danger. I don't want no problems. Go beat up Lush is what he's basically telling y'all.
Record reflect. This dude was showing up with cakes.
Let the record reflect. No back on
was misled, that I didn't have any particular anger towards him, and that Lush was the one who was feeding him bad information. But let the record reflect. This dude was showing up with cakes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was cakes. There was a truck with
no jumper cake.
no jumper thumbnails on the side. I don't know exactly. Like
the text messages though, like did this show that?
We've definitely seen text messages that WACK showed me pretty much immediately.
And the Lush said you'll pull up with everybody, or
Lush said pull up with the whole hood.
Or was okay, yeah, that's crazy. Okay,
we do have a video.
At first, I was like, man, they got Lush fucked up for suspending him. He just did some Lush ass shit.
Yeah, because
like,
him,
telling niggas pull the home, you just do.
That's crazy, right? Because what I assumed took place though,
leave. I thought he was invited Travis, and he do what he always do.
Well, that too, or like saying, yeah, bro, pull up, let's turn up.
I just emailed it.
Right, so I felt he said, yo, pull up, let's turn up, and then again, bro, even when you say that, you don't expect for somebody. A rational human being would never say, hey, bro, I got to invite to come and turn up. I'm going to bring 40 people with me.
I'm going to bring a cake.
So that's what I thought happened. But if he said bring the whole hood,
he brought his own
that's different.
Okay, but this is the thing. Last time that Travis Ford came, he came equally deep, and it was equally an issue with us that
Really?
there was that many people here.
That's a fact.
And I don't know if he actually caught word of the fact that we were not happy about this, but for sure Lush knew. And in particular, I posted a video on my story
Of the stealing of the T-shirt.
that showed Travis going into the other room and taking some T-shirts, which
Everybody saw this.
it has been revealed to me that Travis has talked openly in interviews about how he's basically like a serial thief, at least at one point in his life. I don't know if he would still claim that. Shout out to Moneybag Rose, because he actually intervened in the security footage and like comes into the room and takes the stuff out of Travis's hand and throws it back on the couch or whatever. But either way, I'm not beefing with Travis. He's a victim of the fact that Lush did not give him any kind of
Hey, Adam just took that on the chin. He was like, I'm not even finna say nothing about this nigga stealing from me. I'm gonna address it. I seen it, but you know what? It happened. I forgive you. Don't worry about it. You live to flock me another day. Don't worry about it.
guidance in terms of what this was supposed to be. Let's check out this video, because this video feels like a Drewski skit.
Yeah.
This feels like it's not real, that this is something scripted that people put together. Please full screen it, Josh, and also click the dollars.
Well, right now, what do we got to do? Yeah, because I told the homies what would be, what have been best.
We ain't wasting no time on no jumper cake. So we can make our own cake. Stay at home.
50
Y'all make the no jumper cake. Let me check out the no jumper cake. Hey, so they didn't make the no jumper cake.
I'll shoot you.
Hey, niggas finna get beat up over that cake, bro. That nigga Lush finna get whooped out over that cake. It's the principle. For those of y'all not from LA, y'all gonna make jokes over the cake. Hey, it's the principle behind the cake, bro. Niggas politic over cake. So, you know what I'm saying? If you don't understand it, just stay out of business that ain't yours. You feel me? Get your ass politic done over a motherfucking excuse me, over a no jumper cake. And for those of y'all who ain't seen it, that's the cake right there. So, nigga, get your ass politic done over. I swear that's a back on fig cake. I swear that's a back on fig cake. But either way it go, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass politics done real quick over a sweet treat. Pause. You feel me?
Stay at home. 50 Y'all make the no jumper cake. Let me check out the no jumper cake. Hey, so they didn't make the no jumper cake.
I'll shoot you the bread for the cake, all right? So, yeah.
Can we watch like the beginning of the full video where they're giving themselves like a pep talk?
What's that? It's like a YouTube video or
Oh,
something?
you see
I didn't see that. I saw that.
Yeah, Adam, this is gold, bro. They said, bro, we made it. Thank you to my brother. We finally made it. Oh,
Yo, shout out to all these guys.
Damn, Crips in LA. You see exactly what Flakko thinks of you? Oh, this is gold. Look at those idiots. Look at those buffoons. Look at those hard ERs. And y'all go sit next to Flakko and be happy and be excited. And nobody say nothing and nobody presses. This is what he thinks of you. Interesting truth.
I look forward to fucking with y'all in various capacities. I'm sure you guys are all great, upstanding gentlemen.
You check the check, Josh.
No grief,
no jumper.
no beef, nothing like that. This is just purely y'all being misled by someone in our midst who is incapable of, you know, working within the system and allowing you guys to come up in the appropriate
watch this
capacity
right now.
Oh my
Yeah, they did do like a award shout out. Like,
bro, they said, bro, we grinded all our lives, man, but we put in so much work, man. I said, listen, that was a good look for No Jumper, bro. Giving a Grammy acceptance speech because you're in the parking lot of No Jumper, come on, bro. Like, we just gotta say, come on, bro. We didn't.
Almighty Suspect caught exactly what was going on. Them niggas gonna fuck you up.
Hey, listen, that was a good look for No Jumper, bro. Giving a Grammy acceptance speech because you're in the parking lot of No Jumper, come on, bro. Like, we just gotta say, come on, bro. We didn't go
try to fuck you up, Flakko.
No. Again, stop, bro. I want no smoke with Poncho the Pop Star, with everybody else that was there, bro.
You out here, them niggas catching strays, nigga.
No, hell no. I fuck with Poncho the Pop Star, man. Shout out to Poncho, man.
Hey, no, I know Poncho. I know him. He from 60s. I know him, but I don't know what the shit about.
Being training, we teaching the youth all this. We getting busy, man. It ain't just the music. It ain't just the music, man. Art comes in many forms. You can express yourself in many forms. We just getting busy on every platform we step on. We out here with my boy, gave us the opportunity to come out here, pop our shit in the right fashion. My nigga Killer out here. Louis out here. Yeah, we out here. Yeah, get busy. Shout out Global Billboards too. Shout out Global Billboards.
Why? I love Poncho the
Jay
Pop Star.
Outlaw, Round Trip, we in this motherfucker. We getting busy. Kush, hey, Gear Lock.
Yo, listen. Notice that Almighty Suspect is pointing out the fact that you laughing, you playing, you being disrespectful. You think that this ish is a game. You being disrespectful. No, I love him. I love him. I love him. If you're stupid enough to think that Flakko loves you after he blatantly disrespects you, you don't even care about yourself. Nobody's that dumb, Flakko. Nobody's that dumb. If you catch Almighty Suspect telling him, like, bro, you playing. Even playing this clip, Almighty Suspect is like, why are you playing this? Almighty Suspect's making it extremely clear that this should not be played, this should not be made fun of, this shouldn't be a joke. Meanwhile, Flakko is making a clear joke, making a clear mockery, and making a spectacle, a clown, basically making you niggas look like fucking idiots, is a short story short of what I'm saying, at the benefit of No Jumper's podcast celebrity and benefit of the views at your expense. So basically what I'm saying, if you don't get nothing else out of this situation, that nigga's marking you out, making you look like a full-blown hoe so he can get views. That's what just happened just now. That's what's going on with Flakko. So you might want to go ahead and tap on that. And he's hiding it behind I love you. So just, there's that. Chat, agree or disagree, let me know something.
Being training, we teaching the youth all this. We getting busy, man. It ain't just the music. It ain't just the music, man. Art comes in many forms. You can express yourself in many forms. We just getting busy on every platform we step on. We out here with my boy, gave us the opportunity to come out here, pop our shit in the right fashion. My nigga Killer out here. Louie out here. Yeah, we out here. Yeah, get busy. Shout out Global Billboards too. Shout out Global Billboards.
Why? I love Poncho.
Check out Low, Round Trip, we in this motherfucker, we getting busy. Hey, Gear Locker got me right on the drip. Yeah, we out here.
Great together, man. Everybody down pressure pros, iPhone Cup Entertainment.
Loud pack on deck. You know how we doing it. Roll up.
I'm ready to go shit. Follow me. That's the nigga who I see. I seen a nigga with the blue Nike fit, and I seen a nigga with the shit over his head on the right.
Oh, yeah.
Eastside Long Beach.
Shout out to Dodge Network.
Oh yeah, Dodge
I need
Network.
an interview with
Unlock
my
TV.
Poncho.
Positive or after or before they do
Poncho the pop star.
After this with my ass.
Yo, look at how Lush is attempting to be.
I need an interview with Poncho before or after they whoop your feet. So wait, so you mean to tell me that you think that you could just disrespect this nigga, talk shit, laugh at his expense, humiliate him on No Jumper, and then give him an interview and everything is all good? That's wild.
Be a proactive member, a productive member of the community, and instead he is playing with the hopes and dreams of a lot of people from.
And keep in mind, Flakko's laughing at the hopes and the dreams of the same situation. So let's not allow Lush's stupidity to negate us from the fact that everything that can be applied towards what Lush is doing, Flakko is laughing at you and ha ha he and ha ha you can't come at your expense.
Underprivileged,
extremely disrespectful
backgrounds who are thinking that they have this cool opportunity to make content and do something great today on a random Wednesday, and instead, due to Lush's unprofessionalism, they're left hanging outside.
Unprofessionalism was for sure the word you were looking for, white boy. Words are hard. Don't worry about it.
It's a fucked up situation, honestly.
And the case said East Side, West Side. Bro, niggas,
He made niggas look crazy. I see why niggas was on the phone talking to that
solve,
nigga like it was World War III, nigga.
Niggas came here, bro, to solve gang violence. Niggas brought a peace treaty to No Jumper.
What makes them community leaders? Why do you keep saying community leaders? What makes them community leaders?
You're just assuming that?
Huh?
No, they said that, right? And also, too, no, like they brought the East Side, West Side connection to do a peace treaty at No Jumper. So this is
wait, was that? Are you serious?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
What peace?
Nigga, that's what they said.
No, the cake just said West Side Connection.
No, it said East Side, West Side connection.
I didn't see
It
that.
said East Side, West Side.
Did it?
Yes.
It said the top said East Side, bottom said West.
And Travis Ford said this was going to be here to a push for peace, and it's supposed to be a peace treaty conducted at the No Jumper facility.
Ain't no peace treaty.
So if they were supposed to do a
in the
peace
main
treaty
streets
with...
don't
Oh, nah,
Yeah, why would the 60s and the
6 in the
main?
main streets don't be.
That's not a
You
thing.
had 60s main streets.
This is not 2006. It's not 2005.
According to Travis Ford, on like
Travis Ford
Rockstar
cat,
stream, he came to push peace and brought the cake to really show, yo, we is pushing peace.
Maybe he not cap. Maybe Flakko is misinterpreting it. Because maybe he could say we was coming to push peace, but a peace treaty happening here is insane.
Well, again, I assume when like you say push peace and bring like a cake that says East Side, West Side
that don't mean
connection.
a peace treaty. That's what I'm saying.
I just like it.
I know Flakko.
And some West
And
Side
so they
niggas with
pushing
them,
peace.
and they-
That don't mean a peace treaty because the main streets and the 6-0s don't beef. There is no treaty.
Maybe they're pushing peace with a bunch of other dudes who are not here. But they were just like, hey,
Nah,
peace.
Maybe this is something that you guys just shouldn't be talking about on No Jumper. possibly. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all watch the rest of this on your own, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. It's free Avenue Angels.